Hello and welcome to the halftime hangout. Arsenal versus Manchester City. I'm joined here with Moran and Rayhan. What a half, lads! You don't see Arsene Wenger putting 10 men behind the ball and Mike Dean giving Arsenal a penalty. What is wrong, Moran? What is new? What is different?
Well, I think it's just the must-win mentality now. After yesterday's result, I think if the result comes about that Wenger's gonna come under heat, the squad's under heat. So I just like the way Wenger's approached the game.
Do you like the lineup that he chose, Moran? What's been the deciding factor? Obviously, we have Ozil and Walcott on the bench, but do you like that he stick to the lineup that we had last week against Stoke? Keeping Ramsey in there instead of Rosicky, Coquelin at that defensive mid role, Bellerin at that right back spot, and Giroud up top. Do you like his lineup that he chose?
I think it's been great. I think though Ramsey's had poor decisions, he's been up for the game. He's been up for everyone's been up for it. And really, the difference in the game is really we have a midfielder who's always trying to destroy the Man City attack, and that's Coquelin. He's just been everywhere. You see him at the end of the half. He's hyping up the squad, getting them to get back. Yeah, you mentioned that to me. And
getting everyone going.
And yeah, he's really been. I think he's been the difference maker in conceding no goals at half and conceding like 2 or 3 just like last time at the Etihad.
Rayhan, you're often critical of the way Arsene Wenger deploys the Arsenal side with his tactics. You have to say today he's been spot on, putting lots of men behind the ball and then executing well on the counterattack. What do you think of Arsene Wenger's tactics today?
Yeah, I have to give him credit where credit is due. I mean, you can see it. It's so explicit with the way he's organized the team. He's managed to very carefully find that balance, the fine balance between attack and defense, and he's able to use Coquelin as sort of that blocker, but in terms of blocking Man City's attack, and because of that, we can, push forward when we want to. But the players are really well disciplined. The shape has been maintained throughout, and I have to give credit to the manager and also to the players for actually following through with the tactics and nailing it down to a T.
Yeah.
20 minutes. But once we settled into the game, man, we look really delightful. That's a proper winning side that I'm seeing at the moment.
Jack, do you hear that? Rayhan is saying something positive about Arsene Wenger. Is this true?
Oh, it's great. Great. Man of the match for me so far has to be Santi Cazorla. Man, he has just been on another planet these past few games. Everyone's been talking about Alexis Sanchez, who has also been fantastic, but Santi Cazorla is really running the show. He's been wonderful, keeping possession every time, making some great one-touch passes just to open the pitch up, settle it down. Oftentimes, it's a very high-paced game, and Santi Cazorla is kind of taking the edge off Arsenal a little bit, making a nice one-touch pass and giving the next player time on the ball and spreading the pitch wide open. And one thing that's completely different is just our compete level. Our compete level is off the charts right now. Rand was mentioning it earlier. Aaron Ramsey could have been a little better with 1 or 2 decision-making decisions going forward, but overall his work rate's been fantastic, and I think he's been definitely contributing to the squad today. Everyone's been good, and we just got to keep it up in that second half. And Moran, if we do concede, that's when the true test of character is going to come up, and obviously we all hope that we don't, but what would you expect from the side if we let in a goal early in that second half? Do you expect us to fold over, or do you think we really have the squad to fight back and go on and win the game?
I don't know. That's something we have to see. I think if, Sanchez has been the inspiration to the squad this season. Based on today's performance so far, they've been adopting his work rate. So I think even after a goal conceded, they'll still push on because due to yesterday's results, it's a must-win game for Arsenal, or else they're going to be dropping in the table.
Moran, what about Olivier Giroud today? We were talking just before the hangout. You don't think he's been very good, but I think he's been contributing to the team very well. I think his hold-up play has been nice. I know you said he missed that one chance, but that was deflected, Moran. That was deflected. I think he's been a positive for the squad, has he not?
I never said he was having a poor performance. All I said was he's been wasteful in front of goal. That's all I said. I think that one chance, though it was called the corner. I don't believe it was. I think it was just a poor header from Giroud. Should really get it on target. But he's done well, you know. He's held up the ball very well. And, you know, it's an ideal performance from Giroud just so far.
You think you could say something nice about Giroud the same day Rayhan says something nice about Arsene Wenger? Rayhan, what changes do you think would you like to see in that second half? Obviously, before the match, I was thinking maybe if we needed a goal, we could throw on Walcott and Ozil, make a big, bold double switch. But we're up 1-0 right now, and we don't need to do that at all.
I'm certainly not willing to take that chance at the moment, you know, because like I said before, the team that we're seeing at the moment is really well balanced. And that's the key when we're 1-0 up. And, you know, say we do concede, I don't want to make a knee-jerk reaction kind of change by putting on Walcott, who's still a bit raw, because really he's missed out on almost a full year of consecutive football, you know. He's had the odd appearance or two, but it's not enough. He's not at his best. So against a team like Man City, I don't want to leave anything to chance, you know. So at the moment, I'd say protect the 1-0 lead, possibly go for a second, which I think we can do with the team out there at the moment. So that remains to be seen.
Honestly, I think we just got to keep up the work rate. Our wingers have been pretty good, Sanchez and Oxlade-Chamberlain. Maybe we want to see a little bit more from each of them going forward, but both their work rates have been good. One thing I want to see in the second half that has to change, considering that we're 1-0 up, is the amount that our wingbacks and fullbacks are attacking. I don't want to see Morial at that left forward position one more time. We got our goal. We're 1-0 up. I don't necessarily want to see Bellerin always making that overlapping run. Let's relax a little bit, protect our lead. Obviously not pull it all in and defend the whole half. Let's retain possession, hold on to the ball, try and get a counterattack, create some chances. But let's see if we can manage a game, play a solid 45 minutes, because that first half was really well done. Any last words, boys? I'll start with you, Moran.
Any last? No, it's same way. If I had to choose, you know, I'd love to see Kieran Gibbs come on if we preserve this 1-0 lead, you know, just to replace someone like Chamberlain, or just to replace him so you can provide that, you know, that cover for Morial.
The classic Arsene Wenger left back to left wing shut down the game.
The thing is, I don't want the squad to get too conservative late into the game, where I don't want Wenger getting too conservative where you have to sit back and, you know, invite City to come in our third, because then that's really putting pressure on not only the backboard but the entire squad to really go into the extra gear to preserve the lead. So just stick to it, like Ryan said. You know, it's very well balanced, and stick to it until bend don't break. Exactly.
What about you, Rand? Last words?
Yeah, I think Man City are going to come out swinging in the second half. So as long as we absorb that pressure like we have been doing so far, I think we should be able to get away with a good result. And I think the key difference, as Moran said earlier, is Coquelin, man. That's been the missing key for a little while. If only we had like a bigger and stronger Coquelin, we'd be like an amazing team, I'm telling you.
Well, I loved his passion at the end of the half. Thanks for joining us for the halftime hangout, Arsenal versus Manchester City. We will be back for the full-time hangout at the end of the match. Hopefully it all goes well. It was a solid 45, and we're just looking for another one of those. Cheers, guys, and up the Arsenal.